Hey everybody, my name is Kyle Torres. In this video, I'm going to tell you how to get your first UI UX client on Upwork. I got my first client on Upwork when I had no real world work experience at all. So I am going to tell the beginners out there how to do the exact same thing. So the first tip that I have for you is to build a portfolio on your Upwork profile full of different concept projects that you do. So a concept project is basically just a fake app or a website to show the design skill that you have. I would recommend putting about 5 different projects into your portfolio, and I think they should be a variety of different things like mobile apps, web apps, and websites, so that when you're applying to different jobs, you have all your bases covered. So like if you're looking for a mobile app, you have mobile app work to show, or like a web design related job, you have something to show for that as well. That'll really help you out. Now, when you're building your portfolio, a big part of this is the presentation of the work that you do. So I would recommend looking at Dribbble.com and looking at how some of the best designers on there present their work. You'll notice that they have really nice backgrounds behind the work, and it's just a really beautiful way of presenting what they've done. You can do this in your Upwork portfolio as well, and it'll really, really look nice. The other thing about making a portfolio is you should write a little bit about the design decisions that you made under the work that you do. In the Upwork portfolio, they have room to do this. So I'd recommend writing about 3 to 4 sentences about some of the design decisions that you made. Write about what you were thinking about, who the ideal user for this thing would be. So for example, if you're making a fitness app, talk about how you were keeping somebody who's like out for a run in mind, and talk about how you made the buttons bigger and how you made it so it's easier to read if the phone is shaking in someone's hand as they're running. If you do all of these things, you're going to have a pretty decent portfolio for someone who's just starting out. The second tip that I have for you is to be targeted about the kinds of jobs you're looking for your first one. So on Upwork, you can filter by entry level, intermediate, or advanced. At first, I'd recommend staying away from the intermediate and advanced jobs, because these clients are likely going to be looking for someone who has reviews under their belt and who's been designing for a while, who's done a lot of real world projects. So go for the entry level. Now, these entry level clients are usually going to be kind of like newer entrepreneurs who are getting an app or a website off the ground, and they need somebody to get the job done for a pretty low price and do a pretty decent job. They're probably not going to be looking for like a real rock star designer. So I recommend just keeping that in mind as you're looking for a client. Find someone who kind of fits that profile. The third tip that I have is about writing your proposals. So the main thing here is you don't want to have it look like your proposal was just copied and pasted and you're just blasting it out to everybody that has some UI UX related job posted on Upwork. So I think you should follow a structure kind of like this. For the first paragraph that you write, you should be talking about the job that you're applying for. Show that you understand the details of it and what they're trying to do. So for example, you could say like, I got really excited about this job that you posted. I see that you're starting a new website. Congratulations on that. That's a big step in your business, and I'm confident that I can help you with it. And then for the second paragraph, talk about some of the relevant work that you have. So if you followed the first tip, you're going to have a variety of different projects, from like mobile apps to websites. So if it is a mobile app, for example, say I have some mobile app work in my portfolio, go check it out by clicking on my profile. And then for the third paragraph, ask them to get on a call with you, preferably a video call. That's far better than an actual phone call. So say something like, if my work looks like it's in line with what you're looking for, can we hop on a video call either tomorrow or the next day? So go for that direct ask, go for the video call, because it really helps to build that personal connection with the client that you're looking for. This fourth tip is for after the client replies to you on Upwork and sets up a time to get on a video call. So with the video calls, there's two things that you want to convey to the client when you're talking to them. You want to show confidence in your own work, and you want to show curiosity about the job that the client has to offer. So you want to be asking a lot of questions about the job as the client's talking to you. There's nothing worse than just sitting there as the client babbles on about their project, and you just go, cool, sounds good. Ask follow-up questions to the things that they say to you. So if they say, we're designing version 2 of our app right now, say, oh, okay, so like what went wrong with version 1, or what went right and what went wrong. Really try to dive in and figure out why they need this design and really how you can help. And then to show confidence when you're talking to them, at the end of the conversation, just ask directly for the sale. Ask just to start working together. So as it's coming to an end, just say something like, well, I think this really sounds like a great project. I'm confident that I can deliver a great design for you. Would you like to get started this week? Just doing something simple like that will really, really set you apart. There's not many people that go for that direct ask and just immediately start asking them to work together. It shows confidence, and you will be surprised how many people say yes, and how often you can go just get a job because of that one simple question. Now, to close out the video, I have a bonus tip. This is for if none of these things that I mentioned are actually working for you and you're not getting any replies from clients. The most likely cause for this is that your work just doesn't look good enough. It probably doesn't look professional. It probably looks a little bit too amateur for what they're looking for. So the main thing that really sells your work is the visual appeal of it. So if these things, if it's not looking good, you probably don't have a solid grasp of some design fundamentals that make the work actually look professional. So what I would recommend is, if no one's replying, go and spend a lot of time watching courses on UI design, visual design, even understanding like graphic design fundamentals are going to be helpful for your UI work. So go watch these courses, figure out what the experts are doing, figure out what the fundamentals are that you need to know. Go take what you learned and apply them to everything in your portfolio, and go repost everything after it looks better. This is probably gonna give you a much higher chance of having people reply. And if that doesn't work, keep redoing it and keep having it just look better and better. Eventually, if you get to the point where it looks great, you're definitely going to have people reply to you and want to work together. So these are all the tips that I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for more very soon.